morning, everybody. Yes. Good morning, Susanna Holly, SSS April Stapleton. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Good morning as the boat is coming through. Good morning, Fit. There he is. Good JDM, not too much. Not too much. Good money. Good morning. Let's go. The market goes up, the market goes down, and the market goes sideways. Position 3, you silly gooses. You're not going up. How many times do I have to tell you guys this? Remember, what you think you know in the market, throw it in the garbage. Good morning. First green month. Yes, Fit Wakely VIP or first green month. Let's go, everybody. Yes. Got to learn how to trade, guys. It's that simple. It's that simple. You got to learn how to trade the right way. There is no automation, anything that's going to work. Mr. Dave with the marshmallow over there on the tubes. Fit Wakely, yes, let's go, everybody. Let's go. Good morning, Jade, Marcus, Hadrian, Adam, April, JDM. It is Friday. How do we do? It's the first day of a new month. We are a couple weeks away from trading season, everybody. Are we ready? The summer is almost over. Whoa, Candy! Slice that lemon! Woo-wee! Candy! Good morning, Meg Cherry. Let me make sure I get everybody. Candy with the sour daddy! Oh, who's that? Levi Johnson with the sour daddy. Nelly Wood, good morning. Do you all believe me now that the market goes up, down, and sideways? Okay, are we done chasing gaps? Are we done chasing gaps, traders? Have you had enough of chasing the gaps? Shouting Galvin! Let's go, Facial Blaster! Davion! You're in the right place. I can guarantee you that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We are at 7.3 thousand likes. As soon as we hit that 10K, we're almost there. We're going to get this party started. Davion with the popular. Christina Zan, hello. Durbanite, we have no idea. Nobody knows what the market's going to do. Nobody. All we do is trade the same setups that we know work the majority of the time. That's all we're doing here as traders, folks. We control nothing but our risk. That's the only thing we can control is our risk management. When you get into a trade and you have a winner or the trade's moving, once you're in, you have no control over that whatsoever. The only thing you control is if you're getting out. That is it, everybody. Your risk management. Let's go. 12K. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Voss. Been doing this 21 years. Whoa, Zen Method! And all we want to do is help you if we can. We're not going to help everybody. We can't, because you still have to execute the plan. A lot of people can't do that, and that's okay. Not everyone's going to be a trader, everybody, and you have to start realizing that, okay? All right, the roses are up. Let's get this party started. Right now, we are in we're in a neutral state. We're starting to get a little wide here on SPY to the downside. We are in position 2 to the downside as we start coming back, as we need to come back. Yes, we got our hourly 200 there for support at 622.55. Mark that down, everybody. 622.55. 617. Yeah, that's a good number right there. All right, here we go on SPY. We are in a neutral state, position 2 to the downside. We still have room down to 622.55 and then 622 the whole number, okay? Coming back up above 630, 615, you have room up to 640 here on Miss Market. Mark that down. What goes up must come down, folks, okay? What goes up must come down. You know why? Are we ready? Who's ready for this? Are we ready? Because all roads lead back to lead 20. Yes. Are we believers now? Are we believers? Kaya, good morning to you. All roads lead back to the 20. We're not going to the moon. There is no such thing. Let's go over to Tesla. Right now, we are in a neutral state on Tesla. We are in position 2 to the downside here on the Tesla Roonies. Let's mark these out. Anyone try to chase IPOs yesterday? You know what's funny? My cousin texted me. How come IPOs don't go off at 9:30 all the time? I said, you're not one of them, are you? And he goes, what do you mean? So I explained it to him. He goes, well, I guess I'm not doing that. I go, Jim, have you ever won on chasing an IPO? He goes, never. Neutral state, position 2, you got room down to $300.56 and then $300 hold number here on Tesla. You got to get back over 312.62, and then you got room up to 317 on Tesla. How we doing, everybody? Yes, we'll do coin. Surely. The Qs. Always searching. Thank you. WNBC. All right, let's see what we got over here on the tube. Let's do the Qs. Good morning, my beautiful YouTubers and TikTokers. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you finished green last month, or was it another red month and it's a Groundhog Day? I hope not. I want you guys to be successful. We are in a neutral state to the downside. We're in position 2. Yes. Because what happens? The market goes up, the market goes down, and the market goes sideways. Yeah. Oh. All right, here we go. The Qs, you got room back down to 555. Whole number, you got a 200, hourly 200, right there at 555. And you thought I was some crazy bald-headed man that didn't know what the hell I was doing until now. Now the bell went off in your head and said, this psycho actually knows what the hell he's talking about. Above 569, you got room up to 574.50 here on the Qs. Coming back down to the downside, you have room down to 555. Yes. Meg Cherry, Paul Miranda, Free, Davion, Kristana Zan. Yes. Don't you love that sound? I love that sound. I do. I love that sound. What else are we looking at, my beautiful people? What else are we looking at, my beauties? Meta. Whoop. We are in a narrow state. Here we go, the first one of the day. You are in a narrow state. You are in position 1 to the downside. Yes. We got room to fall here. All right, hold on. Pretty cut and dry here, everybody. You are in position one to the downside. You have room down to 733 here on Meta. 733 to fill that gap. All right, above 776, you have room up to 784.58 on Meta. Nvidia. You know when you're getting old, everybody, is when you bend over to give your daughter a kiss in the morning and you pull a muscle in your back. I mean, what the hell? We are in a neutral state, everybody. We are in position two to the downside. It was like one of these. Look, ready? Watch. Good morning, beautiful. Oh. She was like, what the hell just happened? Oh, my back. Oof. Can't make this shit up, everybody. You just can't. All right, let's see what we got here. You guys ever do that? Come on, old man. Who else is old in here? Come on. You pulled the back, bending over, trying to pick up a bag or something. That's from God. We are in a neutral state here on Nvidia. You got room on Nvidia. Back down to 164.30. You got a big drop here, everybody. You're not going to get down there. All right, 164.30. These are major support and resistance levels. Back over 175, you have room up to 177.10 and then 179.56 here on Nvidia. Yes. Coin. Right now, we are in a neutral state here on the Coin-A-Roonies. 5-minute, you're nice and tight in there. 15-minute, we have our 200 as lurking. So we to the upside and to the downside here, okay? So just be careful here. Daily, we look good there. Right now, here on Coin, we are in that neutral state. We are way down there in position 3. So you are in this neutral state. You're way down here in position 3. Remember yesterday, everybody, we had those big gap downs to position 3 or the big gaps up to position 3? They went in the opposite direction. Did you guys realize that? So I hope you didn't play them in the direction they were going in, because in position 3, you're going to go back most likely in the other direction, folks, okay? So you keep that in mind. We got support right here. I'm going to mark out some key support levels for you on Coin to the downside here for a reversal. So we're way down here. Your first stop here will be 334.53 and then 334 whole number on Coin for a move back up. You got to know your 50% retracement levels here, folks. This is very important, especially when you have these big gaps. So right here around 355, coming back to the upside, will be a key level on Coin for you can look for another possible short, or if you get over that 355, okay? Or you can look for a play back up to 355. But if you get over 355 with a retest, you'll have room up to 373 too. So there's different ways you can take, but you need to know your retracement levels, the state of your stock, the position, and you need an event to enter, as always. Muvati, hello, sweetheart. Andrew, the believer, adorable dad, and Zen method. Thank you. PLTR. Be careful on Fridays, everybody, okay? A lot of accounts go to die on Fridays and Mondays. It's the first day of the month. You do not want your first day of the month to be a doo-doo. You don't want to do these the first day of the month. Ready? No, because then you're trying to catch up the rest of the month. And we know what happens when we try to chase and catch up. We just dig a bigger hole for ourselves. It spirals out of control. We start breaking all of our trading rules, and it turns into a mess. And then you know the rest of the story. Right, my beauties? Think I've done this a time or two? We are in a neutral state to the downside. We are in position 2. We are in a neutral state. You have support right here and resistance right here at 156. This is a whole number. Over this with a retest, you have room back up to 157.72. Under this, with a retest, and you have room back down to 153 on PLTR. You guys thought you were going to the moon on this, didn't you? Huh? How many of you thought you were going to the moon? Come on, be honest with me. Look. You thought you were going to the moon, baby. Woo! No, you're not. You're just going to pull back to the 20. That's all. Google. Tracy, hello. Hello. Kaya Hood coming up, baby. Right now on the Googaroonies, we are in a neutral state. We got a gap down in position 2. All right, so let's put these babies in. Just want to make sure there's no 5-minute 200 lurking to the downside here. We got a 15. Okay, good. All right, here on Google, we are in a neutral state to the downside. Position 2, you got room on the Googs down to 187.50 and then 187 whole number here on Google. Remember your retracement levels. Currently, we have to go by what we see currently. That is your current level, 191. Back up is where you can look for more shorts in this area. Right around 191, you're not going to chase this at the open. It won't be a good idea, okay, on the Googs. Back over 194. You got to get over 194, and you have room up to 198 on Google. Over to Hood and an AMD. Where the streets have no name. We are in a neutral state on the Hood. We position 2 to the downside, just like everything else. Market needs a pullback, and we're getting it, thank God. Boom, boom. There we go. 1, 2, 3. You got room on the Hood down to $96.50 and then $96 whole number here on the Hood. 50% retracement will put you back at $100 back to the upside, okay? Back over 105. Get over 105. You have room up to 109 on Robinhood. AMD for R. Tracy. Same old story, neutral state. This is an easy one today, guys. We are in a neutral state, position 2 to the downside here on AMD. We got a 15-minute 200 there for support, which is nice. Boom, boom, and boom, and boom. Oh, it's a beautiful thing in the neighborhood. We have room down to 169. First stop, 169 on AMD and 167. Those are 2 major support levels. Mark those down. 167 and 169. Coming back up, you got room back up to the 172.50. 173. 173 area here. So if this comes back up, you can look for a possible short to the downside. You come through 173 with a retest, and you have room back to the upside to 175. All right. Ultimately, you want to get back over, of course, 179 here for a move up to 182.55. Does anyone else give you levels like this, everybody? Does anyone else give you levels like this? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. Midwest, only Dan, Hadrian, Palo, Buckeye, my Hillary. Let's go. Woo. Don't we love that horn? It wakes you up a little bit. Gives you a little boop, 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 boop. Little GLD. Let's put them all in. All right, we're in a neutral state here on the GLD. We are way up there in position 3. Way up there. 307.72, 308 area is your level of resistance. Right there, 308. You are way up there in position 3. If you didn't learn your lesson from yesterday, let's not go chase this, everybody. Let's not go chase this, okay? 50% retracement levels right there around 306 here on GLD. Honda. Yes, you could do it. I did mine. Okay. We're back, everybody. Hello. 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 Oracle. Oh, you thought this was going to the moon too, didn't you? Huh? You all thought Oracle to the moon. Look right there. Oh, who got faked out by that doozy, huh? The middle finger on the daily. You ain't going long there. Look how far you are from the 20. You kidding me? Oh, I love this game. I love this market. Just when everyone thinks they're the smartest. All right, here we go. Yikes. Sorry, everybody. We are in a neutral state to the downside. We are in position two. You don't know your state's in position. You have no chance to do this. You have room down to 246. Major support there on Oracle. 246. Okay. Here's your retracement level. 251 is your 50% move up for a move back down to 246. Or get over 251 with a move up to 250, 230, and 254 here on Oracle. Ultimately, you want to get back over 257.30 for a room up to 261. Damn, who got nailed on that Oracle? Woof! XRP. VIPers, aren't you happy now? You know what the hell you're doing? Whew. Well, some of you at least. XRP. What's the problem here? We pull up XRP. What's the problem? Anybody know? Starting to get a little wide to the upside. I wouldn't trust anything that way, okay? I would look for that 20 to curl, get under it, and come back down to 2.95 here on XRP. All right, just watch. You're starting to get a little wide. Just warning you. Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo. That 15-minute right there. Look, don't look so dookie. Look at that. Well, boy. And we'll see what XRP wants to do here, okay? What else are we looking at? Roblox. We are in a neutral state on RBLX. We are in position two to the downside here on our Roblox. Oh, boy, yesterday, who screwed the pooch? Look at this one. Woo! They thought they were going to the moon. No, you're not. You're coming back to the 20, you silly goose. All right, here we go. Oh, Miss Market loves to have her way, doesn't she? You got to be careful. Do you see me? Do you understand me, everybody, now? Are we all on board now? Yes or no? Put yes or no in the chat. Are you on board? Are we on board this train, everybody? Mark Mesa, Silly Sam, Measy, Midwest, Ballo. 1 to 3 trades a day. Any more than that, you will lose. All right, position two. You got room down to 128.66 on RBLX. Back over 139.31. You have room up to 143 on RBLX. You all thought I was nuts when you first met me down here, didn't you? Come on. That's all right. You can admit it. You know, my wife thought I was crazy the first time. Yeah, she thought I was crazy. Amazon. I am a little crazy, but, you know. We are in a narrow state on Amazon. We only have one problem. We're way down there. Woo! We are way down there, Johnny boy. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's mark some of these out. Damn gaps, tell you. 214. All right, here we go on Amazon. Do I make you guys laugh? Don't forget, we have the joke of the day coming up, everybody. You have room for support right here at 214. 214, we got our first level of support here in position 3. And then 210, okay? But we know we're either going to gap and nap, all right? That's one option. Or we're going to get a pullback up, and then we can look for a short again, or a pullback and a long back to the upside. That we have to wait and see. But one thing we do know here, my beauties, is that the 50% retracement level is right here at one of our pivots, 224. Mark that down. You know how many people at the open are going to short this? You know how many people are actually going to say, we're bleeding out, and they're going to lose. They're going to lose. Shelly Stringer. Zen Method, yes. Dr. One Fly. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. MU. The old you would chase those gaps. That's the old you. That is not you anymore. You've had a rebirth. When you go back and look at it now, everybody, because I did it, when you go back and look at that, used to chase these gaps up to the upside and you used to chase them to the downside, do you say to yourself now, what the hell was I doing? I still say that. What was I doing? Why did I do that? How much pain was involved in that? All right, right now on MU, we are in a neutral state here. Bai says yes. Thank you for all the follows, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very much. The Mountain Life, welcome. Thank you for the follow. We are in position 2 in a neutral state to the downside here on MU. Moderators on TikTok, please make sure that just keep an eye on it, okay? Yesterday we had some bad things that were said, and there were some, we got them eventually, but. All right, here we go. MU. Neutral state. We are in position 2. You got room down here to 104 on MU. 104, first stop. Okay, above 107 with a retest, you have room up to 108 on MU. Katana Lim, yes. Dr. One Fly, yes. With the chili and the music. Thank you so much, Doctor. Hello, Muhammad. SoFi, I got you, Fit. I got you, my Fit. Woo. Woo. We're going to do SoFi here in 1 second, everybody. In 1 second. All right, joke of the day before we do SoFi. Here we go, everybody. Who's ready for we'll do PayPal in a second. Who's ready for the joke of the day? Are we ready, everybody? Why don't scientists trust atoms? Hello, KGB. KJB. Why don't scientists trust atoms, everybody? Does anybody know that? Are we ready? Because they make up everything. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Okay, back to business. SoFi, here we go. When you're at the dinner table every night, how many of you use that joke of the day? You guys use them at least? All right, right now we are in a neutral state to the downside here. We are in position 2. You got support here right around 2183 that you're banging into. Under that with a retest, you have room down to 2050 here on SoFi, okay? You want to get back over the whole number, $23. Back over $23 to move up to $23.79. I got slapped after telling your jokes. Oh, man. Oh, sorry. Jules, Shelley, Zen, yes. Uber. All right, Uber. We are in a narrow state on Uber. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Uber. Uber. All right. Uber, we are in position 2 in a neutral state to the downside. You got room down at 86.51. First stop here on Uber, okay? Under 86.51 with a retest, you have room down at 83.50 here on Uber, okay? Above 88.22 on the Oobs, so you have room up to 88, 86, 89 hold number. Dr. One Fly, the doctor. Thank you for all the follows. Yes, if you're here for the first time, hit that follow button, everybody. We are on every day, Monday through Friday. We are at 69,000 taps. Can we get to 100 in the next 5 minutes? Can we get to 100,000 taps in 5 minutes? Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Everybody, tap, 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 tap. Tesla. Let's see, by 9 o'clock, we have to be at 100,000 taps. Tesla, right now, we're in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside. You got room down to $300.56. $300 poke through here. Big ATR on Tesla. Mark that down. Back over 313. You have room up to 317 and 319 on Tesla. Remember, folks, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for training and education purposes only. You must trade at your own risk. Trading is risky. 92% of you will not trade well in the market. Silly Sam, thank you, Silly Sam. Spy, let's do it. Miss Market. Oh, we got to get more roses on the board. Let's see. All right. Miss Market right now, you are in a neutral state. You're starting to get a little wide here, okay? But you're neutral right now. You still got more room to the downside. You got room down to 622.55 on SPY. First stop, 622.55, okay? You want to ultimately get over 636.15 for a move up to 640 on Miss Market. PayPal, I got you, mate. Dino, let's go, baby. Dino, Australia? Just taking a guess. PayPal. A legend. We are in a neutral state, position 2 here on PayPal. Got room down to a $66, $65.86 with a poke through, but $66 here on PayPal. You want to get back over $69.18 for a possible move up to $70.50. UK, good to see you, my friend. Dino, are you in the VIP? Doesn't matter what country you're from, my beauties. Anybody can join the VIP. You're going to head over to right there to get into that beauty. Welcome to all the new VIP members. The Voss Trading.com. Thank you, Dino, for the gifts. Mr. Dave, yes. Fit, Tracy, yes. Thank you over there, everybody. I appreciate you. Tracy, you wanted to see something. What was it? I don't see it anymore. Okay. Meta. Let's do UNH first. We did Meta before. We'll do it again here in a second. UNH. Let's do it, my beauties. My beautiful traders and followers and gotta go to the daily. There it is. Jesus. All right, UNH, neutral state. We are in the whip zone currently on UNH over 254. You have room up to 260, okay? Under 247.87, you have room back down to 241 here on UNH. Heading back over to Meta. Thank you, Silly Sam and Christina Zan. Here on Meta, you are in position 2. You got room back down to 733 here on Meta. 733, okay? Back over 776 here on Meta. You have room back up to 784.58. Yes! Let's go, Baba! All right, here on Baba, we are narrow. We are in position 2. You got room down to 117 here on the Babaroonies. First stop to the downside, 117 on Baba. Make sure we're tapping over there on YouTube. Make sure we're tapping over there on YouTube. Mohammed's having a conversation with himself again. Above 121, you have room up to 121.37, 121.50 here on Baba. Microsoft. Right now on Microsoft, here it comes, everybody. Are we ready? Where is it? Alert, alert. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here on Microsoft, everybody. Microsoft, you want to get back over 535.21, and you got room up to 538 here on Microsoft and 540. Back under the whip zone of 532. You have room down to 522 on Microsoft. What I want to bring to your attention is that 200. It's going to be a little choppy, so be careful, okay? What's up, hot hands? He is. Hello, my hot hands. What else are we looking at? Apple. What state and position are we in on Apple, everybody? What state and position are we in on Apple, everybody? Anybody know? Can you get my autograph? Sure. You ready? There it is. Thank you. Narrow whip zone. Wrong. Good try, Trinity. Half right. We are narrow. We are in position 2 to the upside here on Apple, okay? We got the 5-minute 200 right below us. Be careful, all right? We got the 15-minute 200 right above us. Be careful, everybody, okay? All right, there we go. All right, Apple, you got room up to 212.52. First stop here on Apple Roonies. 212.52, above 212.52 with a retest. You have room up to 216 on Apple. Coming back down, you got to get under 207. Hold number for a move back down to 204 on Apple. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Predict. We don't predict. IWM. Those who predict lose. All we can do is mark out our major support and resistance levels, trade our A-plus setups, and manage our risk. That is all we can do. Nothing is guaranteed, my friends, and nothing. Everyone's looking for the get-rich-quick scheme that can guarantee them money in the market. Will never happen. Never. Impossible. Can't do it. IWM, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. You got room down to 215. 215, hold number under 215. You have room down to 212 here on IWM, okay? Here's our 50% retracement level at 217. Above that with a retest, you have room up to 219 and 221. Michelle Burns. Hello, my Michelle Burns. MU, you are neutral. Position 2, you got support here at 104. Mark that down on MU. First stop, 104 on MU. Michelle Burns, you want to get back over 107 with a retest. You'll have room up to 108 and then 109.50. Jules with the TikTok subscription. Thank you, Jules. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Shabazz, thank you, my Shabazz. Let's go, let's go. Spotify. Right now on Spotify, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Spotify. Let's see what else we got here on the Spotter-roonies. Let me get you another support level here. There it is. All right, we're starting to get a little wide here to the downside on Spotify. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. You have room down to 616, first stop. 616, under 616, you got room down to 603 on Spotify. Be careful to the downside. Look at your state. You're starting to get a little wide here, okay, on Spotify. Back to the upside here on Spotify. Back over 635.19. You have room up to 666. Hello, Ellen Ice. Hello, Ellen Ice. Yes, we'll do AMD. AMD. We are in a neutral state on AMD. We're in position 2. You got support here at 169 and 167, okay? We have room here back up to 172. That's the key levels. 172 is your retracement level. Watch that, okay? Tracy! What's up, my Tracy? Amazon. Are we tapping over there, Mr. Dave, on the tubes? Are we tapping or are we napping over there? Huh? We're at 110,000 over here. All right, Amazon, you are in a narrow state. You are way down there in position 3. You are looking for some major support here on Amazon. You got it. 214 and 210. Mark those levels out, 210 and 214, with a confirmation move back up to 224 on the 5-minute, okay? Netflix. Netflix, currently we are in a neutral state, and we are in the whip zone. Yes, here on Netflix. Let's put in our major levels. Under 1157.93, you have room down to 1129 here on Netflix. Mark that level down, okay? You got to get back over 1174 for a move up to 1178 and then 1190 here on Netflix. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. And we must trade at our own risk, everybody. Okay? We got a lot of roses on the board, everybody. We got a lot of roses on the board. Coin. Coin right now, we are in a neutral state. We are down there in position 3. You got support here at 334.53 and 334, okay? Under that, your next level of support is 314.55 and 314. Now, we're not chasing this to the downside because we are way down there in position 3 already, okay? So we're going to put our retracement levels in. Your 50% is right here around 352, 353 area on coin, okay? Mark that down, everybody. Thank you, Zen Shelly Shabazz. Zen is the title gifter of the roses. Zen! Nvidia. We do have a 172 pivot here. Nvidia, here we go. You are in a neutral state. You're in position 2. 172 is your first stop on this, okay? 172, you have major support, and then 164.30. But look, we're already in this neutral state to the downside, so we're not going to go all the way down there, all right, folks? So keep that in mind. You want to ultimately get back over 180 for a move up to 181.52 and 183 here on Nvidia. Shenley, thank you for the follow. Josie, what's up, Josie? The Qs. The Qs, currently we are in a neutral state, position 2. Josie, you got some support here, 555. First stop, 555 and 544.52, Josie, is your first levels of support. You want to get back over 569 for a move up to 574. How we doing over there on the tubes? Katana Lim. Shenley, thank you for the heart me. Get your heart me's in, everybody. You're welcome, Josie. You are welcome. Meg Cherry, thank you for the heart me, Meg. Remember to get your heart me's in, everybody. Get your heart me's in. Meta. Meta currently, we are in a narrow state. We're in position 2 to the downside. You have room down to 733. 733 here on Meta. Back over 776. You have room up to 784.58 on Meta. How we doing? Are we ready for a new month, everybody? Are we pumped? Are we ready? We're going to change the tide here. New month, everybody. New month. Amazon, yeah. Amazon, currently, we are in a narrow state. We're way down there in position 3. Our first level of support here is a 214 and then 210 on Amazon, okay? I'm not looking anywhere to the downside on Amazon, even though we're in this narrow state. All right, I need that retracement, man. I need that retracement right up here around 224 area, 226 area before I look for anything to the downside on Amazon, okay, my beauties? Patience today. Yes, Friday. You're not trading anything at the open today. It's just going to be patience. That's all you got. SPY. So right now with Miss Market, all roads lead back to the 20, and that's what's happening on a daily right now. We are in a neutral state. We're starting to get a little wide here. 622, 622.55, 622 is your first level of support here on SPY, okay? Then you have room back up to 631, All right. But ultimately on SPY, for anything long, you want to get back over 636.15 for a move up to 640. AVGO, you got it. You got it, my friend. Whoops, wrong letter. All right, AVGO, currently we are in, let's see. We are in a neutral state. We are in a position 2 to the downside here on AVGO. Let's mark these out, okay? Neutral state, position 2 to the downside. You have room on AVGO down to 278. 278 is your first level of support there. Coming back to the upside, you want to get back over 292.37 for a move in the whip zone up to 297. But you want to get over 298.58 for a move up to 307 here on AVGO. Starbucks. Starbucks, currently you are in the whip zone. Yes, we are in a neutral state in that whip zone here on a Starbucks. So now we're going to put our support and resistance levels in on Starbucks. Rock and roll to me. Neutral state here on Starbucks, under $88.50. You have room down to $87 hold number. $87 hold number here on Starbucks. You want to get over $92 for a move back up to $93.66, $94 area here. Currently on Starbucks, we're in that neutral state, okay? So be careful to the downside. $300 roses left on the board. 300. XRP. XRP, right here. Here's your levels, okay? Look on XRP. We are starting to get a little wide here. A little wide here on XRP. Start looking more that way, not more this way, not that way on XRP, okay? Thank you for the follow. Sue Meg, yes. Oracle. Oracle, currently we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. First level of support here is 246 on Oracle. 246. Next level of support will be 233 on Oracle. Those are major support and resistance levels, okay? You want to get back over 257.30 for a possible move up to 261. SMCI. SMCI, currently we are getting in that wide state to the downside. Wide state, you're in position 2 to the downside here on SMCI. We got to find you some good support here, okay? There it is. There's your 200 on the 15. That is major support level. And then you got a double bottom, well, triple bottom underneath that here on SMCI. So let's take a look at this. You're in a wide state here, April. You got room down to $56. Hold number 200 right there. Major support there, okay? You can look for a move back up to 57.50 here on SMCI. MSTR. All right, MSTR, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside. First level of support here is 390. 390 on MSTR. Mark that down, 390, okay? You want to get back over 408 for a move up to 411 and 417 here on MSTR. That is where you're currently out. Watch your 50% at 398 for a possible short again. Danielle, April, Zen, Sue, Meg Cherry, Palo, Shenley, Shabazz, Shelly, Jules, John, Shabazz, Mighty, Andrew, Christina, Zan, Silly Sam, Dr. One Fly, Zen Method, JDM, April, Adam, Hadrian, Marcus, Paul, Miranda, Facial Blaster, Candy, Marcus, Levi, Shelly, Galvin, Davion, Christina, Zen, Powder, User, Free, Paul, Miranda, thank you, Muvati, Andrew the Believer, Hillary, Adorable Dad, Buckeye, Measy, Jules for the subscription, Patron with the caps. Let's go, Patron. Thank you for all those donations, everybody. Let's go. Remember, it's the first day of the month, and it's a Friday. Contract sizes, small. Share sizes, small. 1 to 2 trades today. That's it. Keep it short. Keep it sweet. Start the month off right, everybody. Do not get into a trade. It is Friday and think you're going to the moon. You saw what happened yesterday. Nothing goes to the moon. Nothing bleeds out. The market goes up. The market goes down. It goes sideways. It's all based on a cycle. That is it, folks. You won't predict it. I won't predict it. All we need to do, trade our A-plus setups, manage our risk, know our stakes, know our positions, know our support and resistance, and let's go tackle the day. We'll be back on tomorrow morning. VIPers, we'll see you in the VIP chat room here in 5 minutes. And VIP, we'll see you tonight for a 30-minute training in the VIP training room in the VIP. We're going to test that out for the first time. No idea what that looks like or how that works, but we'll figure it out. Have a great day, everybody. I love you all so much. Be safe out there. And remember, those who trade the most lose the most. Those who trade the least win the most. Have a great day. Thank you, JL Haba. JL Haba to the moon. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'll do Nvidia. Yeah, I'll do Nvidia for you. Let's see. Nvidia, currently you are in this neutral state. You are in position 2 to the downside, okay? You have room down to 172. First stop of support. Back over possibly 175 with a retest. You have room up to 177 here on Nvidia. Have a great day, everybody.